Hello and welcome back to LP's LP of goldensun. Last episode we got things started off here, the Tolby Colosso Fest. There's a number of trials and we've got cheers. You can see Mia up there in little section 1 here. And we've got Garrett in like section 3 and Ivan in section 5. And they're going to help us out, but we've got to start talking to this guy in order to get that rolling. So, we've already accomplished the first two, legs of this. We battled the first two dudes. And things went fine. Things went really well. They did a decent amount of damage, and I'd have to expect that to continue. Wait, we can't cast growth over there? Oh, we needed Isaac to have growth. Gosh darn it, that's pretty growth, if I do say so myself. So, we get a wasted move there with Garrett. It's fine. Hopefully, Ivan can get close enough to use Force. And see if it works. It jams the log. Perfect. You'd think this would be something that the crowd, if not the organizers of this competition, would have a problem with. Be like, there's a log in the gear. The whole obstacle itself is broken. Maybe we should call off this trial. But no, they're like, whoops, I guess the show must go on. Someone's making it rain over here and not the celebratory kind. Didn't mean to do that. We're going to freeze this, which raises the platform. And that's set. Okay, so we're at least able to help Isaac in 2 of the 6 locations. You can see up top, we are player 1. The enemy is 2P, player 2. And we're going to race them to the finish because then we get items. We also get items along the way, but these items are traditionally just consumables like the smoke bomb. You'll also potentially see a nut or 2 get acquired along our journey. But at the very end, the center that we are racing to, there is a defensive item, like a clothing item or a shield or something. Okay, you freaking thing, I was all the way over. This is going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious, you're going to give me gas, heartburn, indigestion, and diarrhea. It's going to be the whole friggin' Pepto-Bismol commercial. Come on. There. Man, almost fell. Oh, we're in the home stretch now. All right, we're definitely not going to make it to the center before second player does. We haven't made it to the center first once yet. So, hey, I mean, not very good at this. At least I'm consistent, huh? That's good for something, right? Whatever I got to tell myself to feel good, right? Either which way. I don't think it's going to matter anymore anyways because we've, like I said, not made it to the center beforehand a single time, and it's not been a problem yet. So we have to do all sorts of things here. We got to push all these logs up, and we've got to move this one with Psynergy so that we can even get across. How did they do this? They don't have Psynergy. How are they able to do such a thing? I guess we can take our time now that they're already in the center, so let's grab this chest. A sleep bomb. Looks like a piece of bubblegum. Don't go chewing on that, though. You'll end up in the emergency room with a black lung. Probably a few less teeth, to be honest with you. Explosives. Don't put them in your mouth, all right? I don't know that anyone needed that PSA, but there it is. It's a freebie. We made our way to the arena. Ooh, we get a sword. A hunter's sword. I wonder what weapon they received. Honestly, I'm a little scared because every other item we have gotten prior to this has been a defensive item. And I had half a mind, I can't even set them to summon. I was going to say I had half a mind to summon Ramses, because that's kind of how I've started off every one of these so far. But Ragnarok's been just as strong. Wow, he did 112 damage on the first turn. That's about 20 points of damage stronger than his predecessors. He's going to have me eating nuts immediately. Delicious. Thank you. Does another 112. We can still do one more attack because if he attacks us again, we'll still be alive. Unless he does something crazy here. No. Perfect. Now we need to use our Psynergy to cure ourselves. Hopefully he does something else. Nope, still 110, which means we need to heal again to justify our use of an offensive attack on the next turn. Use a smoke bomb. Oh no, no effect. You see, Isaac, he is immune to smoke. Right? He grew up, his father was a smoker, he's gotten quite used to it. He can even check in at the smoking rooms at hotels because he doesn't smell it. All seriousness though, the smoking rooms in hotels, I don't even know if they're still a thing anymore. I remember when I was younger, there was like smoking rooms, there was smoking sections of restaurants, and it doesn't exactly make any sense to me considering you're in the same room, right? Like, it's the smoke travels, all right? The smoke is not just contained to one defined area just because you put a sign on it. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. We were put to sleep and wasted a whole couple of turns here from Navampa. We now have an opportunity to deal some damage, though, finally, after like 6 turns. We're running pretty low on PP. We're going to have to use all of it to cure ourselves, and then can we put this guy to sleep? He put us to sleep. I'd very much like it if we could put you to sleep, dude, because we don't have any other mean of healing ourselves. So please, good night. No, he's immune. He's been drinking caffeine. Jiminy Christmas. Obstructs their sight and make them miss, potentially. Let's set him on fire. Hopefully that's good. Doesn't matter, we lost. Jiminy Christmas. We have to redo the trial? Or what happens now? Isaac! Oh, Isaac. Everyone gathers around Isaac's lifeless body. The music stops. Nobody is cheering. Or everybody's cheering. Everybody's cheering in black and white. It's a somber sort of cheer. Everyone repeats Isaac's name as he twitches and sleeps in the center. Oh, he sleeps pretty hard. Look at that. Expelling many Z's, all the Z's floating into the sky, makes Mia quite happy. And they decide to leave. They're like, oh, we're free. Isaac fell asleep. He must be exhausted. Let's leave him sleep for now. Interesting. So the story progresses. Even though we lost, we probably could have just gotten like a freebie item or something cool if we had won the trials, but we lost. Hey, I mean, these things happen. Huh? Or maybe they'll ask us to like try it again or something. Like, good, you're awake. Get back out there. Time to recover? No. Colosso? That ended a long time ago. You fell into a deep sleep, don't you remember? Yes, I remember sleeping. It was great. Oh, give me a break. You were out cold. You don't remember a thing. I'm sorry for shouting at you.
You fought brilliantly to the end, Isaac. Bobby was singing your praises.
Are you okay now? Body and mind? Body, yes. Mind, I don't know. He better be all right after sleeping this long. Sheesh. How long was I sleeping? No one's actually told. I'm sorry for shouting again.
Bobby said he wanted to see you when you came to, Isaac.
If you're okay, shall we go see Bobby? You're fine, aren't you, Isaac? Yeah, I'm fine. Let's go see the ruler of this land and see what he thinks of our performance. Undoubtedly, he's not going to be as excited as he would be if we would have won. But I'm a little disappointed and curious, to be honest with you, what would have happened if we had won. But hey, we're here now, so let's go see Bobby. We're in his palace, aren't we? We sure are. Man, it's quite the infirmary here. Hopefully I'm going the right direction. I don't actually even know where to go because this is such a gosh darn large place. What is this? Doesn't matter, can't check it. Okay, we go up maybe? Up and center. This looks like kind of a center chamber. Looks like a big red rug. That usually means important people.
We've been waiting for you and your companions, Isaac.
I've been waiting here because I wanted to speak with you.
It's hard to talk when you're so far away. Come over here.
Okay. I want to stand by the door.
The battles at Colosso were spectacular. It was wonderful to see Bobby's handpicked warrior make it so far.
Incidentally, Isaac, are you feeling better now? Sure am.
The recuperative powers of youth, and after such fierce battles.
Who could expect less from the warriors who'd rescued me?
Enough with the flattery. Let's get to the point. Why were we summoned?
Such insolence! Who do you think you are to speak to Bobby so? His father owns a propane shop.
Let it be, Adepts. There are other ways to judge a man. What is it you said you were called? He's talking to you, Garrett.
That's right, Garrett. We shall explain all.
We intended to thank you and your companions for saving Bobby, Isaac. But it would seem that gratitude is not enough.
I have disclosed everything, Diadem.
What do you mean by everything?
You do wish to know more about Lemuria, correct?
Yeah, indeed, Lemuria, the Adepts you were talking about.
Yes, indeed. Your desire is as plain as day. I have just seen Psynergy for the first time. It is an awesome power. It's super sick, dude. So cool.
I used my cloak ball to show... Your what now? Cloak ball? To show him Psynergy.
No one else could see it, but I knew Isaac's tournament was strange. He had nuts, but I thought it unlikely that you would fight using such power. The power of the nuts.
No need to be ashamed, Isaac. Psynergy is also a warrior's power. That giant sword Ragnarok you were smashing my contestants with was certainly impressive. When I first learned of your power, I was shocked. I thought you might be Lemurians.
You have mentioned Lemuria many times, Bobby. What is it?
Well, I don't know. It is an ancient city of ancient people, lying far out at sea. Many years ago, about the time of the Great Flood, Bobby went to Lemuria.
I see. The Great Flood struck while I was traveling with Loompa.
Loompa? You mean Loompa the thief?
I know it is hard to believe it happened 100 years ago.
100 years, man, you're so old!
You mean those rumors about you are true? You ride boats?
Creighton once mentioned the Stone of Sages. Do you think that's what did it?
I guess so, Garrett, I don't know.
So the stone that grants immortality came from Lemuria? So you've even heard of the Stone of Sages? I'm afraid I don't have it. It is the drought of Lemuria that has allowed me to live for so long.
The Drought of Lemuria?
So that's what we went to retrieve from the cavern. He's been hiding it there, disappearing to go get it, and using his cloaking ball to disguise himself. Eodem was keen on this. He was telling us about this a few episodes back when we were looking for Bobby.
It is a magical drought once taken by those who lived in Lemuria.
And just drinking stops you from aging.
Is that what it does?
It would be more accurate to say it slows the aging process. There is death in Lemuria, but it only comes to those whose senses have failed from centuries of use. Do the people of Lemuria use Psynergy like we do?
You have the draw, Bobby. That's why you've lived so long. And become wealthy enough to rule Tolby.
What are you getting at?
What is your purpose in making everyone study alchemy?
I'm starting to wonder myself. What do you hope to gain, Bobby?
Sounds like eternal life.
If I had attained true immortality, there would be no need for all of this research.
I'm not sure I understand.
I had precious little drought, and now I am running out. Oh, you all saw it. There was but little left in the cave.
How long will it last, and what will happen when it does run out?
Well, it will run out any day now. And when it does, I guess I'll go back to Walmart and running a spread. My life is at its end.
Oh, why didn't you tell us sooner? We must hurry to Lemuria.
It is pointless.
What on earth do you mean, pointless?
We cannot find Lemuria.
But you just said that it lies far out, at sea. If we search the seas, we're sure to find it.
I've sent so many ships in the past in search of Lemuria.
This must have been long before I joined you, but still you failed?
I needed more Lemurian drought, but I couldn't find Lemuria. Why did you collapse in the cave if you still had more drought? I've been rationing it. But this time, I waited too long between drinks.
You were trying to make it last longer.
I overexerted myself trying to find Lemuria before it ran out.
And your reason for calling us here is to do with Lemuria?
Exactly. I want you to find Lemuria. I've not been able to locate Lemuria by sea, but perhaps by air? We built a giant catapult. We'll fling you into the sky and you'll act as scouts, and I can hide it no longer. I've built Bobby Lighthouse to see if I can find Lemuria at sea.
What? That's why you're building the lighthouse? It's not to actually help the sailors find the shore?
No, there's more to it than that. We've spotted something in the ocean southeast of the lighthouse, where Lemuria should be.
Something dangerous, no doubt. What? Monsters? We can handle them.
That may be. However, something else troubles me even more.
What is it, my lord?
No sailor has been able to keep his bearings at sea.
You're kidding. You mean they can't even keep a straight course?
Is there something that distorts distance or direction or something?
The currents shift there, subtly changing the ship's direction. So the lighthouse will help the ships keep their bearings.
So, how exactly did you get away from Lemuria after the flood, Bobby?
That is the thing, Garrett. I crossed the sea in a Lemurian ship. I am hoping you can sail it.
But why us when you have so many powerful soldiers at your disposal?
Oh, none of them have the ability to use synergy. One must have synergy to sail this ship.
To shale. Selling seashells by the seashore. Tongue twister.
And that would mean that Bobby is an adept, wouldn't it? I guess? That must be it. No normal person could use that cloak ball.
I learned to use a little synergy during my stay in Lemuria. With what little I'd learned, I was able to guide the ship.
In that case, perhaps I could sail the ship.
No, it must be an adept.
What should we do, Isaac? Will you do what he wants?
If you do, I will grant you whatever you wish.
You shouldn't make vows you will later find you cannot keep.
I haven't even considered my own wishes lately.
In that case, I can provide you with a wealth of items you might like.
Bobby's offer is very generous. You will consider going, won't you?
I mean, sure, we need weapons and stuff to kill bad people.
Isaac, we have to beat Felix and the others to the lighthouse.
The lighthouse? You mean Venus lighthouse?
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, then our paths are intertwined. I too must go to Venus Lighthouse.
But we cannot get to the top of Venus lighthouse, can we?
These adepts may be able to solve the riddle that blocks us.
Ah, I see. The thought had not occurred to me.
Isaac, you shall go to Venus Lighthouse with Iodem. Do not worry. You can take care of your own business first.
I see. If they can solve the riddle of the lighthouse, then our own wishes will have been fulfilled. So, we can search for Lemuria after they complete their own quest.
Is that acceptable?
Sure! What was that, post-game content?
Oh, you will undertake this quest. I am most grateful.
In any case, you will need my assistance to reach the lighthouse. I'll make preparations so that I am ready to leave at any time. I take my leave now to make said preparations.
Then you can all meet at Gondolin Passage.
That's a brilliant idea!
One more thing. Would like you to think about a suitable reward.
Yes, I'll take care of that immediately as well.
Sounds kind of devious. Are they gonna try and kill us?
I shall be waiting for you at the passage.
And we actually went through that passage a couple days ago. I was going the wrong direction trying to get to the Altmiller Cave.
Your first task shall be the riddles of Venus Lighthouse. I am counting on you, Isaac.
Okie dokie. Well, that sounds all well and dandy. So let's head that way now. We might consider going to the shops and stuff. What are we doing here on items? Let's actually mess some stuff around here. Give Corona back to Garrett. There we go. And let's get everyone ready for a summon, because you never know when a giant demon's going to come assault you and you need to summon the powers of all the Jenny you have at your disposal to assault their forehead. Yeah, so we already actually did look at the Tolby shops, because Colosso's going on and there's all sorts of things happening. But maybe we'll give it one more good rifle through, see if anything has changed since our participation in the games themselves. Any new artifacts? No, nothing new, just the stuff you had and the stuff we sold to you. So we're doing all right. We're actually pretty good on money too, I have to imagine. Yeah, we're at 31, nearly 32,000 coins. God knows that's gotta be friggin' heavy, right? Like, even if those are like the size of pennies, which I'd have to imagine they're not, it's gotta be like at least 10 pounds of coins in our friggin' pack. So Gondolin Passage, just due south of us. Undoubtedly, we're going to run into an enemy or two, but we've already faced plenty, and we're probably pretty close to leveling up, too, at this point. Not so much. Not so much. Isaac, the closest, at 2,400 needed experience points. What's up, Iodim?
I've been waiting for you, Isaac. We should go to Bobby Lighthouse soon.
Oh, he joined us. Can we, like... No, he's just hitching a ride in our backpack. Okay, well, I see how it is. Venus Lighthouse. Where do it be? Where do it be? Presumably over here, I'm guessing, because this is like bordering the sea, and that's kind of where lighthouses tend to be. I mean, a lighthouse could be erected anywhere. A house, a tall structure of ocular, of illuminated nature could be placed anywhere, but typically they are for seafaring communities. And the one that Bobby was talking about specifically was put next to the sea. So, we'll check that out. But first, we're going to check out Sahala, baby, because we were here earlier, and I'm keen on learning what they have going on. I know I just traded Corona, but I'm sorry, Corona's coming back so that you can use growth there, Garrett. Do appreciate it. And now that the growth has been completed, trade you back. There we go. All's fair, right? And up here, what do we have? We have a child. What are you doing?
Why are the sandstorms attacking humans? It's as if the sandstorms are actually alive.
Really, that's all we got from this? What if we cast Mind Read on you?
Grown-ups say the sandstorms attack people. It doesn't make sense. It's not attacking.
Why did we come up here? Why did we come up here? So that we could see that there's a chest behind the building, maybe? Can we go back? No. Ooh, we can't go back that way? How do we go back that way? Interesting. What if we go around here? Hop over that? Go this way? I guess that's what it was for, to show us the chest, because maybe we would never have looked at a hard nut. Doesn't sound very nice. Boost your defense. Oh, okay. Is that temporary or permanent? It doesn't actually specify that, which is curious to me. So we've got the big double doors, which means Healy Place, which we don't yet need. And I know we just checked out an item shop already, but maybe there's another one here that might have better items or something. This one's just a standard item shop, not a weapon shop or anything. Doesn't really have. I mean, we can get game tickets and go play that one game back at the Tolby Game Hut again, but we'll save that for another day. For now, I guess we're going south. No, we're not going south. What's happening here? Everyone's staring down. I was not brought to Shahala by the sandstorm. No, I just walked here. I don't know what kind of sandstorms you're talking about, lady, but the road is clear now. We're walking and talking and doing just fine. I don't know that there's actually anything that we need to do here. Is this just an optional town? Just for the hard nut? Okay, well, we'll keep that in our back pocket. We'll move on now. We could go south, see, to the desert. And do we have to go south to the desert? No, it doesn't look like it. Unless, of course, we come around here and there is... Wow, what is that? A kobold? It's hideous. Let's kill it. Let's see how tough it is. Did it have a bowl of nails for breakfast? I don't know, but I'm curious to find out. We'll have Ivan and Mia cast some synergy attacks. I guess everyone's casting a synergy attack, but Ivan and Mia are targeting 2 people at once. Just so that we can hopefully kill them both. The kobold used an herb? What kind of creature is this? It's eating salads in front of us. It's unheard of. dealt with, though, in one turn. The vile dirge was not, but I've had to imagine it's going to be killed here soon. Pretty strong, dealing 60 damage, and each one of those gave us about 90 experience points each, so maybe we'll grind some levels here at another point in time. Not sure when we'll get around to it, but it seems like a decent idea. Let's just use normal cure on Mia, because there's 70, and normal cure on Garrett, and everyone else is doing alright. Zoom out, so we don't have to go as far. Yeah, this is not the way. We do have to go south through the desert. Curious, though. They say all the sandstorms are affecting things and making it a generally unpleasant sort of place. And don't get me wrong, I mean, sandstorms are to be expected in a place of arid nature like a desert, but when people are that upset by them, it's got me a little concerned that we're potentially ill-equipped for it. Like, I didn't bring my face veil or anything. We're in the desert now. All right, well, let's see what what the desert has to offer. What secrets does it hold? What are we going to find here? We find an acid maggot and 2 kobolds. Acid maggot. What an awful name. We're leaving. I don't want to associate with anything that's called an acid something or other.
A sandstorm. There'll be trouble if we get caught up in one of those. But something is wrong. Why are there so many? If we don't get past here, we'll never make it to Bobby Lighthouse. We must step carefully if we hope to escape the desert. So we can't go through that? Or what do we cast, like whirlwind? Does the whirlwind onto the sandstorm counteract it? No, it would seem not. There's no other way to go. We're done here. What is this? A roach? A roach? It says it's like 7 feet long. That's the biggest roach I've ever seen. It's disgusting. It's bigger than my oven. All right, normally the roaches hide under places like that. The oven would hide under the roach? We gotta get out of here. We're gonna catch a disease. Or worse, really, yeah, we're gonna get killed. Please let us leave. No, there's no escape. All right, Ivan's dead. Mia's going to be dead. Isaac's gonna be dead. We're all gonna be dead. Jiminy Christmas, let us leave. Oh, my giblets. That was a disaster. Thankfully, there is, the Healy place back at the town we just left. We're gonna have to go there sooner than I'd wanted because, we got sucked into a sandstorm. There's sandstorms at every possible location. Every direction. And the sandstorms whip us right back to Sahala, which is kind of convenient because, like I said, we needed to heal before we go back and try and figure out how exactly we're going to overcome those foul winds. They're pretty powerful too. Thankfully, we didn't actually get killed. Granted, we got tossed like 500 meters, and ordinarily, getting tossed 500 meters by any force of nature would result in at least a broken fingernail. But it would seem that we are impervious to said forces. Thankfully, that's the case. All right, well, let's go back to the desert and see what we can't figure out, and hopefully we can get through it next time. So thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed yourself, please consider liking the video, commenting, or even subscribing to the channel. Either which way, though, I'm just glad you watched it. So thanks again, and I'll see you tomorrow.